Hello, everyone. Welcome to Travel Tuesday. Thank you for joining us today. Today, we're going to be speaking about heart conditions. This is one of the most common health conditions that we get asked about at our office, and we just want to clear a couple things up here. So, let's get into some of the most common questions. First of all, what do you consider a heart condition? If I had a medication change for my heart, how long do I have to wait to be covered? I just had heart surgery and my doctor says I'm healthier than ever. Why do I have to pay more for insurance? I had a heart defect when I was a child, but have been long cured of it. Do I have to show that anywhere on the application? If I'm on high blood pressure medication, does that count as treating my heart? Great question, so let's get into them here. First of all, heart conditions that are counted. Listen, we wish we had an easy answer for this, however, we don't. So, heart conditions counted for travel medical insurance differ based on provider to provider. Chances are, if you have a heart condition, it's probably counted. However, if you haven't treated it in many years and have had no changes, you may not have to count it. The best thing to do would be to call your agent and discuss this with them. It's always subject to the questions on the application along with the defined terms. Even if your doctor's told you not to worry about the condition or that you'll be fine, it may still need to be addressed on the application, so always check with your licensed agent to be sure. Note stability periods. Depending on the rate table you qualify for, you're going to be assigned a stability period. You must be stable for your pre-existing conditions and medications for that time period in order to be covered for them while you're away. If you've had a change in your medication, be sure you meet that stability period if you want to be covered. So this applies whether it's a change for the better or the worse. If your doctor says your heart medication can go down because you're doing so well, that's a great change for you, but it does affect your stability. So if you don't meet your stability period, contact your agent. You may have options. You may be able to upgrade your stability period and get some coverage for that condition. Surgery affects insurance. So if you've had heart surgery recently, this is always going to affect your insurance. We are thrilled that you've had your issue repaired and that you are now much healthier. However, it is still a risk for insurance. There can still be post-op complications that can cause problems in your health, and the reality is you've just had major surgery on a major organ, which means there were problems. Therefore, that was also a risk to the insurance company. So if you're eligible to purchase, you're going to be rated in a higher rate table for a period of time. We wish you a speedy recovery and healthy travels. However, just know that the insurance companies are in the business of assessing risk based on data. Therefore, this is more of a risk for a period of time after surgery. So perhaps not forever, but for a period of time after surgery, you're going to be rated higher. Pay attention to time. So perhaps you had a small heart defect repaired as a child or have had heart surgery decades ago that required no further treatment. Be sure to pay attention to time periods asked within questions on the application to know if your old heart issue will put you in a higher rate table even now. Perhaps the questionnaire only goes back 3 years for diagnosis or treatment of a heart condition, but in other times it may ask if you've ever had a heart condition. This differs between all insurance companies and all products. All applications are different. So make sure you note these time periods on every application you look at. Please note that if you're still taking medication for this old heart issue, you will always have to answer yes to it on the application. And dual active medication. So with the companies we deal with, we treat high blood pressure and heart as two separate conditions. If you're on high blood pressure medication that's specifically prescribed for that condition only, it only counts as high blood pressure. What many people don't realize is that some high blood pressure medications can be dual active, meaning they treat your heart and high blood pressure. If they've been prescribed this way, you should be answering yes to both heart and high blood pressure on the application. And if you have doubts as to how your high blood pressure medication was prescribed, be sure to consult your doctor before completing the medical health questionnaire. Your doctor is the only person who will be able to verify what is in your medical records and what they prescribed that for. So it all goes back to what reflects in those medical records so that you can know before you go. Thank you for stopping by. We're the Travel Insurance Office Incorporated, insuring traveling Canadians since 1991. We have great rates, great coverage. Check us out online at travelinsuranceoffice.com or by phone at 1-800-550-1295. Thank you. Have a wonderful week. Speak to you soon.